Mike, you've just seen your team win 2-0 in a very competitive game over the 90 minutes.
Yeah, a very good game, good conditions, nice pitch, and credit to Ackworth, they made it really difficult for us and a really competitive game.
Were you a little concerned at half-time only to be 1-0 up, because obviously it's a very dangerous score, very precarious?
Not concerned, I think it's just a case of if you don't shoot you don't score, and that epitomised our first half. We did a lot of really good approach play. Good goal when it came, but we never really tested the goalkeeper at any length throughout the game in terms of that first half. So wasn't concerned because I knew we had more in the tank.
The goal that came was from move down Knaresborough's right, and the ball was sent in by Cass right across the 6-yard box. It looked like Ellis might get a goal in the centre, but it fell through to Jenny, who put it in the back of the net from on the back post.
Yeah, really good flowing move down the right. Cass's ball across the face of the goal was begging to be put into the net, and Ellis came at it first, missed it, but Jenny, great attitude to get on the end, running at the back stick, and just swept it into an empty net. And that's the kind of run that we've been looking at in training, and show that attitude to get on the end of it was fantastic for Jenny. So really pleased that she put it into the back of net to 1-0.
How relieved were you to see the second goal in the second half?
Yeah, I was very, very, very pleased, to be fair, I think. And again, a great ball in from Grace, again on the right hand side, and a really brave header to make it 2-0. So it kind of calmed everything down in terms of that. This could go either way on a breakaway kind of scenario, but it just settled us down a bit more.
And we could have had a third, but the referee ruled it offside, a little controversially, considering the ball was in the air for so long, hits the bar, bounces out. I think I could have made a cup of tea in the time that it took for the ball to be hit originally and eventually ended in the back of the net. How did you see that? Was it offside, not offside as far as you're concerned?
It wasn't offside. Not when that ball was struck and the distance that it travelled. And credit for Grace for following it in from such a distance. I think the realisation that it was hitting the bar and coming back into play kind of helped the referee to make a kind of a rash decision. But these things happen. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. All I can thank is the attitude of the players to keep on playing the way that they were. So, yeah. And
as you say, to be fair, it's only the referee there. He hasn't got any assistant referees running the lines for him. So it's a tough one at this level. So there's no direct criticism of him. It's just one of those things that I think everybody's thought it was a goal and a good goal. It's just the referee saw it slightly differently at that moment in time.
Yeah, absolutely. They make mistakes and credit to the referee. He probably put his hand up and said, I might have got that wrong, but obviously we just get on with it. He's made the call, that's fine. We just deal with it as we should and just get on with the game.
Ultimately, we've won the game 2-0, but I haven't mentioned it at all to this point. It didn't matter because with the result yesterday between Golcar and Thackley, you have won promotion this season. Yeah,
look, I think the first half and maybe the second half to some extent, the girls were playing without pressure, and you could probably had a feel of that when they were just going about their business and not really being aggressive on the attacking third. So they were just enjoying it, and the result could have been more, but 2-0's 2-0, 3 points is 3 points, and we're promoted, and that was the aim. So they've done tremendous all season. I can't be too critical.
I know to let our listeners know, we had a conversation at the very beginning of the season, and there wasn't talk of winning the league and being champions. The only aim that you set was for promotion, and you've achieved that. So you've now got 3 promotions back to back to back, which is a superb effort by yourself, your management team over the 3 years, and of course the players who have absolutely been outstanding.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous team effort, and that's staff through to players. Everyone at the club's dug in. Everyone has been unified on the goal. And we've been realistic this season. 2 semi-finals and a promotion back to back to back. Can we do it to back? That's the question for next season. But for this season, let's enjoy what we've achieved and really kick on.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's no point in looking towards next season right at the moment. We've got one more game to play, which is a week on Sunday away at Ackworth. We have our team get together and awards night, which I believe is this Saturday. And I think for the next 2 weeks, it's time to celebrate, time to enjoy the achievements of the season, and to enjoy the performances.
100% correct. Yeah, we're going to let our hair down a little bit on Saturday. Some giggles, some dances, some karaoke, some awards, and maybe some bad dad dancing from me. Maybe might just squeeze out there a little bit. But yeah, we're just going to enjoy what we've got left of this season, and just celebrate the success of all the players and staff that have been part of it.
Well, congratulations for winning the game this evening, but more importantly, congratulations for what has been an almost exemplary season of football, and of course achieving promotion to the West Riding Premier Division. Congratulations.
Thank you.